Alright, let's get started. Pick up where we left off. I wanted to play more of this, so that's what we're going to do. Great, as soon as I load up the fucking thing, it's like, oh, ad's about to start. Couldn't have gotten that done in 5 minutes where I was sharing out the link. Could you, Twitch? No. Nope. You got to do it now. Go fuck yourself, Twitch. Really? It's been 6 days since I... Okay, so... Man, now I get why Olivia leaves class early. The halls are so packed and chaotic once class ends, I always end up being pushed around by rowdy students headed toward their next classes. Once school ends, it's even worse. When I saw it yesterday, it was something else. The word riptide comes to mind. I ended up waiting around for a few minutes for the flow to die down. I remember doing things like that in school. Especially if you get to school like mine had a few thousand people, you know. Had a fairly big school. It looks like that's just going to be my routine now. Oh, I got a point for Inko. I wonder how. I don't know how I did that. Okay, so I passed by a few more art displays on my way to the stairs. Back down to the first floor. This isn't the art wing, but there's still a bunch of displays. Oh, here comes the ad. Still a bunch of displays. Maybe this simply isn't enough space. I mean, it is an art school, so it follows, logically that there would be a ton of art just everywhere. I'm sure there's plenty of very talented students that go to this school, and they're all making great art, and it probably gets switched out regularly, I would guess. Like you put up new art every year, and as they continue to make good art, you find more places to put it and things like that. Something presses into my chest and lurches me to a stop. It's Olivia holding an arm out to stop me. She's still staring at me, though less suspiciously. She's so cute! Look at her! She's so cute! Her jaw opens, but no sound comes out. She realizes her hand is still out. It retracts awkwardly and decisively, darting between her hoodie pocket and her armrest. Is she expecting something? Oh, the note, maybe. Hey, you could have told me, huh? That you were in Miss Prockling's class too? You could have mentioned that. Sorry, I guess I was sort of aiming to be a bit of a dramatic reveal there. She brushes her hair aside. Well, whatever. Later, I guess. Why do you stop me out here? She stops her chair mid-turn with gray eyes contemplating the dirty floor. I don't really get you. Olivia's eyes turn back to me, and now I can see the nervousness in her pupils. Why do you care? Why, indeed. Well, I guess the main reason is I want to be friends. With me, though? Sure. Those tiny moments in which I saw the Gator girl hyper animate come to mind, and I can't help but smile. She's cute! those small those small shows of just genuine feelings. I think Mr. Ideken was right, honestly. Olivia hums in disagreement, finally turning away. Ah, crap, maybe that was too forward of me. I swing my backpack around, so I reach inside of it. I still have that note. Note? With the doodles. From class right now? Why? Just figured you'd want it. It was fun filling it out, after all. Filling it out and all. Just as I'm about to pull out my binder, the Gator girl looks back up at me. Hey, Robert, how you doing? And shakes her head. It's just doodles. You could throw it out. Keep it. If it's so important. For the brief second, I swore her mouth formed a tiny smile. But now she's back to looking neutrally at... I didn't notice the school had elevators. I mean, that makes sense. How else would Olivia get up to the next floor? Why don't more people use it? Oh, happy birthday, dude. She flashes a key from her pocket. So it's part of her accommodations. That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I was just kind of hinting at. Just now the hallway has cleared up for a bit. The elevator arrives and Olivia rolls in. She moves her arm and pushes the button and jams the key in some slot. What's that look for? You coming? Oh. I slide in beside Olivia just before the door closes. Well, happy belated birthday then. It's probably safe to catch your foot and just reopen it, but man, this thing is ancient. There's an inspection certified lazily plastered above the door from the side. It's covered in coffee stains and other signs of age. This thing really safe? Olivia shrugs. What's the worst that could happen? Our legs break? She eyes me with a smirk. This may have been a mistake. Ka-chunk! My heart drops as the space around me seems to drop for a split second. I've been on elevators that kind of make you feel like that before. Yeah, I get that. The sounds of the worn-out elevator mechanics fill the cramped space. How slow is this thing? I look over to Olivia. She uses this thing daily. Surely it's normally runs smoother. How'd your birthday go? Her mouth hangs slightly open in an amused grin, watching my sudden onset claustrophobia. Relax, dude. This is normal. I don't know if that's comforting or not. Alright, this is normal. This thing jolting around like it's going to drop us at any second is completely normal. When we reach the bottom, the doors clunk open and I practically fall out. Olivia casually rolls from behind me. Somehow I sense it's with a degree of superiority. She's so cute. Anyway, see you later. Oh, yeah, see ya. Olivia rounds around the corner and I'm left on my lonesome. My senses return to me, and I start making my way to the metro station. As I make the journey home, it strikes me how much progress I've made with Olivia. I mean, she's talking to you a little bit. It's definitely still an awkward phase, but I can see that she's opening up little by little. I mean, yeah, it seems like it. She doesn't seem objected to being your friend. And it's starting to become amusing seeing her get confused by my friendly gestures. All in all, I got a pretty good feeling about this. Liz and Ben were overreacting, though. I'll be sure to let them know all about it. A week into September has come and gone, and I'm finally feeling acclimated to St. Hammond. I think this takes place in the same universe as Snoot Game in a different part of the country or something, I think. Things have been going pretty smoothly lately, if I do say so myself. Over the past week, I've been getting more and more used to my new friends, learning new quirks of them daily over lunch and in our classes. Like Olivia's penchant for tail whips. As I sit in the metro to school, my foot comes up to prod the tender spot of my shin. I also learned to not borrow Olivia's stuff without asking. I mean, that should be a given, bro. Don't borrow anybody's stuff without asking. She usually tries to keep to herself even when we're partnered up, but I do my best to play nice. Not so when she's being rude or anything, just not to say she's being rude or anything, just being quiet. More and more, I kind of figure that part of her silence was just nerves. Except, well, there's probably more to it than just nerves, bro. Probably more to it than just nerves. Accepting that facet, I think we've found some small understanding between us. Enough that I think she's starting to see me as a friend now. Well, that's good. We want to be Olivia's friend. Olivia's cute. Among other things, Damien and Liz had given me their numbers. See, that's making friends. There you go. Or rather, Damien gave me both his and Liz's number. Did he check with Liz first on that? I mean, I can't imagine Liz would have too much of a problem with it, but I still hope he asked first. At first, I thought Liz would be mad that Damien had basically doxed her, but she didn't seem to mind when he explained his reasons. Yeah, see, he should have asked first, but I figured she wouldn't be super upset about it because she knows Inko. I also got Ben's number since he figured we'd be doing a lot more team projects in the photography class. My eyes roll over past messages from my new friends. I become engrossed in rereading them that I nearly missed the announcement of my stop. Gotta pay attention. I scramble to get off the metro, the closing doors just catching my jacket, forcing me to yank it out before I'm dragged down the tracks. And that would be an embarrassing, shitty way to die. My jacket got... Hey, God, my jacket got caught in the train door, and it dragged me down the tracks. You know? Try explaining that one at the pearly gates. You probably get laughed at, like, why isn't the preview window working? Let me reload real quick. There we go. Okay, there. Robert, how did your birthday go, man? Not going to let that bring my mood down. It's Friday, meaning after today comes the weekend. Weekends are always nice. This is some good guitar work. I like his guitar. It's a quick walk from the station, and I can see the school enter my field of view now. The school looks completely barren. Is it closed? Weird. I look around at some small stores and surround the school. The ones that are usually staffed by student workers. They're also empty. One of them has lights on, but it just looks like the manager's looking over the paperwork inside. I don't recall any announcement about a holiday today. While I admit having forgotten what day it is in the past, I'm absolutely certain it's Friday. So where is everyone? Even the entryway to the school is barren. The door probably won't even open. Yep. Hello? I dance a bit in front of the camera, watching the door. It seems not to respond. It does not respond. Yeah. You know what? Damien would know what's going on. I flip through my contacts and find Damien's number. I put the phone near my ear and pray he picks up. After a minute or so of waiting, the dial tone cuts off and it's replaced with Damien's voice. Yo, what up, Nico? Hey, Damien. I'm at school right now and it looks like no one's here. Know what that's about? Huh? What are you... There's a brief pause on the other end of the line. Oh. Didn't you hear? Apparently not. Hear what? Today's the last warm day of the season, so everyone's celebrating. Celebrating? Yeah, we're actually having a cookout at my place today. Say, you want to come over? That does sound fun. Generous but spontaneous offer causes me to hesitate for a moment to respond. Thanks for the offer, Damien, but that's alright. Oh, come on. Go to his cookout. He's such a bro. I wouldn't want to intrude on you guys' party. What? It's no big deal at all. My folks enjoy the company, and there's gonna be plenty to eat, too. Plus, Olivia's here as well. I weigh my options. Either go to a party, or I could just take the Metro back home, sit in my room, do nothing. Inky? You still there, buddy? Yeah, I'm still here. Was just clearing my schedule. You sure it wouldn't be an issue? Of course not, amigo. A friend of mine is a friend of family. Well, alright then. See, there you go. Damien's a bro. We like Damien around here. Nice, I'll text you the address. Come soon, compadre. The call ends. Not a few seconds later, I get a text notification. his his name in your phone is D-Man. Okay, that works. Go the long way around the neighborhood. Go the long way around. The neighbor doesn't chain his dog. I copy and paste the address into Google Maps. Google Maps, and looks like Damien lives pretty close to the school. Of course, it's a little longer taking Damien's instructions, but I'm not about to try outrunning a loose dog with my physique. I mean, dogs are faster than humans, whether you're in great shape or not, so I don't blame you. Oh, better make my way over then. Here it is, 61193. The house looks standard for a house in this neck of the woods or neighborhood. It's a one-story place, but it looks pretty spacious. Definitely a family house. I walk up to the stone step path in front to the front door and ring the doorbell. Grocery bag wrapped around my fingers, starting to chafe a bit. I could have just come right away, but it felt bad coming over empty-handed. Yeah, I get that. I get that. So I got something for the party. A simple salad bowl, but one of the local stores. A simple salad bowl from one of the local stores on the way over. Doesn't seem like much, but as my mom taught me, it's courtesy to come to the party with something. Actually, I realize how ill-prepared I am for an end-of-summer celebration. With Damien mentioning a pool, everyone must either be wearing casual clothes or swimwear. Ooh, pool, that sounds fun. Meanwhile, here I am looking overly formal. Well, I mean, you did kind of get dressed for school that was closed, so oops. Not like I could have thought to bring swim trunks to school. I mean, that's not something you typically do. The door swings open and out steps Damien. Inko? Oh man, you're crazy early. And you've come bearing gifts. Yep, here I am. I didn't want to come empty-handed, so I stopped by the store and got a salad. You didn't have to. You didn't have to, dude. Seriously, though, you really didn't have to. My family and I are carnivores. But thanks. I mean, it's the thought that counts, but it would be easy for that to slip your mind, right? Because humans don't eat exclusively meat, typically. But it would make sense for a dinosaur to do that. Some dinosaurs to do that. Still, it's not even 10, man. Oh, you can give me a time, so nah, that's my bad. Still, since you're here early, come on in. Well, don't I feel silly. Damien still accepts the grocery bag and chucks it off to the side somewhere. Come on, everybody's out back right now. He turns back, making for a sliding door on the opposite side of the house. Nice place, Damien. Look at that. Following after I barely had time to take in what I think is the living room and the dining room. That's definitely what you were looking at there, dude. There's a number of toys strewn around, about foam dart guns, and loose game controllers. Damien opens the glass door and gives me a small push out of the house. Well, Damien would live close to the school, though, because he did mention something about that earlier. Hey, everyone. They've got a guest already. Stepping out onto the wooden deck, I'm surprised to see the pool and yard. To the left of me is what looks like an older, heavier set version of Damien. His dad, I'm guessing? Howdy there. Hello, sir. I'm Inko. He shifts the barbecue tongs from his right hand to his left hand so that he can shake my hand. Randy Payne. You can just call me Randy, though. I hide the grimaces we shake hands, feeling what I'm guessing is a very sticky marinade now clinging to my palm. Didn't think someone would come this early. I just finished getting this good stuff all sauced up. As soon as he lets go, he focuses back on the piles of different meats heaped up next to the grill. Blech. Meanwhile, I grab some nearby napkins and wipe the sauce from my hands. Ugh. I bet the napkin sticks to it, doesn't it? Oh, what's on the menu? Let's see here. We got brisket, flanks, ribs, sirloin, tenderloin, top sirloin, bottom sirloin, rounds, and shanks. Man, y'all making me hungry over here. That's a lot of cow. All marinated in my special mix of wet rub and dry rub seasoning. That sounds so good. Oh, that sounds so good. Oh, wow, that's a lot of... Oh, wow, that's a lot. Randy? Me, Damien, Soph will be doing it in shifts. If you're interested, I'll let you lend a hand, too. If the missus doesn't rope you into carrying too much around. Sure, sounds fun. I've never actually grilled before. It's not too tough. You'll see. Now that I'm here, I can finally ask Damien the question that's been on my mind. Hey, Damien, so I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is this celebration anyway? Oh yeah, I haven't told you yet. Well, you see, before Damien can properly explain, a motherly voice cuts him off. Damien, sweetie, would you keep your baby brother... Damien, sweetie, you shouldn't keep your baby brother waiting any longer. At the mention of his younger sibling, a tiny Damien clone jumps over the deck railing and acid punch. Oh God, why? Why? Vinny. Look, bro, just like the Power Raptors. Power Raptors! I told you I could do it. I'm so sorry, Inko. Vincent, this is why I don't want you watching those violent shows. I love the dinosaur Mickey Mouse stand-in on her shirt. The younger dino isn't listening. He's already run off to find another victim. You alright? Yeah, I'm fine. Was that really acid? Haha, no. But here, you should wipe that off. Now, I take the towel handed to me and wipe off the splotch from my pants from where Vincent had punched. Dilophosaurus spit only gets more acidic after they reach puberty. So, Damien might be more acidic than I would guess. I begin to rub away the spittle from my pants with a bit more urgency. Thankfully, he's more me than his mother. Otherwise, you need a new pair of pants. Wait. That's actually a thing? Randy laughs. So you must be Damien's new friend from school. Indeed I am. Damien's mom head pops up at the side of the deck with a tired smile. Hello, ma'am. Thank you for having me. Oh, I didn't know we'd have guests so soon. I would have cleaned up more. You just call me Sophia, dear. Speaking of school, Damien told me that you were there. Why you be going there today of all days? Honestly, I didn't even realize today's a holiday. Usually I mark those on my calendar, but it must have flown right over my head. It's no worries. It's mainly us dinos who celebrate it. Yeah, Damien told me a bit about it, but I'm not sure I fully understand. In that case, I'd be more than glad to clue you in. It's called Summer's End, as today marks the last warm day of the season. After all, fall and winter start rolling in. Huh, interesting. Oh, this will probably make me sound stupid for asking, but how come you celebrate it? To put it simply, the cold might be manageable for warm bloods, but for us reptiles, it's no bueno. Yeah, I figured that might have something to do with why. So we spent the last day soaking in the sun and enjoying the warm weather before it starts getting chilly. Because they're cold-blooded, so that makes sense. That makes sense. Next thing you know, everyone's wearing extra layers and putting up heat lamps. Though it apparently used to be Ice Age levels of frigid back in my granddad's day. I guess we can consider ourselves lucky. And you get like normal seasons. Otherwise, we'd be nothing but a couple of popsicles with our tails for sticks. The patriarch lets out a laugh that's as infectious as his son's. He wipes a tear away from his eyes. He goes back to flipping meat on the grill. Anywho, we're going to start cooking up the food, so make yourself comfortable. Thank you, sir. Randy. Damien's dad attends to the grill. I move to the banister overlooking the pool. It's filled with a couple of aquatic toys and air-filled floaties. Man, I wish my place had a pool. Don't we all wish our places had a pool? It'd be awesome. Man, I want a fucking pool. Well, I do have extra jeans at home. Ruining one pair won't be a huge issue. You say ruining, but jeans will dry out. You just wash them, you know? You can wash them, right? Nah, on second thought, it'd be real annoying to deal with drying off and going home. I wonder how deep Hi, Olivia. Ah! Ah! The hell are you doing here? I was invited. Focus on her face and not the other thing. She's so cute. What the heck are you doing here? I live here, moron. Crap, right. Damien even told me on the way. Anyways. No, really, why are you here? Nobody was at school when I got there. Huh? Yeah. I checked the doors and everything. They announced the holiday yesterday in homeroom. Didn't you hear it? That's what Liz said over the PA yesterday? I thought that was the school's anthem or something. Huh. No wonder everyone was staring at me as I saluted. Must have not been paying attention. But yeah, asked Damien what's up. He said there's some event going on and invited me. Olivia sinks back into the water. Actually, stupid question, but are you really okay to swim? There's that glare again. Don't insult her, man. Of course, why wouldn't I be? Well, you know. Thankfully, she gets what I'm saying. Sorry? She simply rolls her eyes. I like it in the water. Kinda wish I knew about this earlier. I have brought my trunks. Ew, no, I'm not sharing my pool with you. Huh, why not? Instead of answering me verbally, Olivia whips her tail up and some water. And whips up some water, it'd be like large waves. Yo, Inko, come check this out. Olivia takes the opportunity to slink back into the water. I think she's doing a weird version of Dead Man's Float. Well, whatever. What's Damien yelling about? Yeah, Damien? Well, first, my little bro has something to say to you. Sorry for giving you an acid punch, Inky. Looks like he taught his younger sibling about my nickname, too. It's alright, Vinny. Vinny extends a hand for a handshake, though it's obscured by a sleeve. And secondly, we need a few chairs out here. We got some folding ones, but also some from the kitchen. Got it. They're cheap wood, not real heavy at all. After the chairs, we can do the table together. Mom would be pissed if that got dropped. Yeah, that makes sense. The table would be pretty expensive to replace, I would guess. Why? It's the only one we got. After that, everything's set. We can play something fun. Okay, little man? Vinny grins and bolts back toward the house. Damien chuckles, and we both follow the kid. Ah! The table drops a few inches, and we are able to lift it with a hard crash back onto the tile. I'd be worried about the cracks, but the floor is already pretty shattered around here from the years. This table must actually be their gold storage, and it's just painted to look like wood. That's the only explanation. We catch our breaths and give our strained muscles a moment to relax. Why can't Olivia help us? She's super strong. Olivia's enjoying herself in the pool, bro. We don't want to ruin her time. Her chair thing has wheels. We could use that. He doesn't understand. I think it might be a bit small. Ah, no fair. She's gonna go to her room soon. Why can't she help? Oh, come on. Not in front of the guests. Any guests, yeah? It's true, though. You don't know that. Come on. Damien Mini. The Damien Mini Me pouts. The Damien Mini Me. I think I got a better grip on the table now. Let's try one more time. Okay, I'm ready. 1, 2. Wait. Huh? What's up? Oh. Mom must have been talking about the plastic table in the garage, not the dining room table. You're right. What? Guess we'll haul this thing back into the dining room, fellas. Great. Come on, Damien. After getting the suspiciously heavy table back inside, Damien and I carry the much lighter plastic one out the door. Ugh. As I catch my breath, I notice the younger dinosaur is gone. Maybe he ran off to do something else. Either way, I guess now's time to ask. Hey, Damien. Yeah? What was that about Olivia going to her room? Huh? Oh, sorry. Yeah, An awkward silence fills the air for a few moments. It's just... She doesn't really stick around for family events like this, is all. Regular introvert stuff, you know? It's no big deal. And your parents are okay with that? Why wouldn't they be? She's her own person. Right. She usually makes appearances for food, though. Hey, speaking of food, you want to go check out the grill? Why, there's no way the food is done by now. I know, I just like the smell. Yeah! Grill. Barbecue smells so fucking good, man. Oh, alright then. Sweet, let's go. As we make our way over to where Damien's dad is manning the grill, I catch a whiff of spices and marinades applied to all the meat. Sophie is accompanying him, helping to place the meat on the grill. How's it coming along, Pops? You making any how I like them? You know it, son. Have a look for yourselves. He steps aside and lets us gaze at the variety of barbecue set out over the flames. The smell of it cooking and the symphonic sizzling has my mouth watering in seconds. Yeah! Wood for me too, dude! Good, right? I'll say. Randy uses a pair of tongs to grab a piece of steak that looks halfway cooked. The secret is that you gotta let the babies have some time getting seared on each side. That way it really hones in the flake. Splat. Whoops. It's about a silence between everyone as we all stare down at the piece of meat on the floor. Oops. You got a dog for that? Or It's not ruined. Hey, Olivia, you want it? A pair of eyes appear over the edge of the pool. Sure, toss it in. What's this now? Randy then proceeds to chunk the steak right into the water as one would do with chum to attract fish. Jeez. Anywho, since you're the first guest, Inca, you get the honor of getting choice picks. Which one do you want? Oh, I don't want to impose anything. Ah, nonsense. Besides, better to get your picks now before the guests arrive later. Hey, think of all the payback for all the soda and chips you've been... Hey, think of it as payback for all the soda and chips you've been getting us. Come again? Well, I guess a burger is more convenient. I don't get to attend family barbecue every day. Excellent choice, Inko. And burger is always good. Especially cooked on a grill, it's even better. Want it rare, medium rare, or well done. If you say well done, I'm gonna fucking smack you. Well, Inko. Hey, Inko, go for rare. Damien licks lips as he says that. Rare, what the... Oh, carnivores, right? I'm pretty sure raw burger would kill me. Ah, you disappoint me. Well done. Burnt to a crisp, more like. I'm sure you'll want ketchup with that too, huh? The look of disappointment on Damien's face. Come on, Damien. One well done burger coming right up. Well, not going to take any chances. Just saying, you're missing out on me. I mean, I would have gone like medium. I'm pretty sure your mother was just messing with him. We'd never serve that sort of thing to a guest. There's no way we could afford the suit. Mr. Randy lets out a hearty guffaw as he left the burgers on the grill. It's all right, son, though it may not look like it. Volcandera has its share of humans. From what I know, you guys can eat anything, right? Raw meat aside. I mean, yeah, I guess. Must be nice to be able to grab whatever's on sale at the market. Meat prices these days are getting pretty crazy. So is the price of everything the fuck else. Not that I'm bitter. I've seen some of the synthetic meat around that might be cheaper. Why not try it out? They're carnivores, dude. Grill. Sorry. There's one taboo I stumbled into head first. Noted. I better change the subject before things get any more awkward. So, hey, Damien. Just curious I've been curious this whole time. What exactly is this summer's end celebration anyway? Didn't my dad tell you earlier it's the last warm day of the year or whatever? Yeah, I get that part, but why is it a holiday? They're cold-blooded, dude. Ah, that. Actually, I don't really remember either. I guess I should have been paying more attention in school. Really? You're gonna say that like 5 feet from your parents? I've been concerned. It's a bit concerning that he doesn't know this much about his own culture. He's currently celebrating. Actually, it probably doesn't need a reason. Why would you? It's just the last warm day of the year. Any excuse for get-togethers is fine in my book. They're cold-blooded. So the last warm day of the year, kind of a big deal. Inko. The kid flumps down hard on the grass in a way that only children can without shattering something. Hey, Vinny. And we don't get to go to school. It's nice and warm, and we get to eat real good. I mean, that's always nice. I think those Mayans had the right idea. Vinny! Mayans, huh? Inko, are you Alright, it's about ready. It's about time the guests showed up too, isn't it? They'll be here any minute. Oh, Olivia. Across the yard, Olivia continually drifted to the middle of the pool, though a look came across her face upon hearing Damien's mom. She began paddling toward the raised deck. Oh, she's so cute! Are you going in so soon? Yeah? Are you sure you don't want to wait until the others get here? Yeah, wait till the food's ready. We can all eat together. I'd rather not. I have a lot of art stuff I have to do. Sorry. Damien's little brother steps out from the small deck. But you said we'd play sometime today. She tries to back her uncertain tone up with a shaky smile. Maybe later, Vanny. Have fun. She lifts herself from the pool and kneels atop her chair. I'm confused at how her legs work, but my best guess is that perhaps they only do above the knee. They only do above the knees. Turning about, her hands carefully set her feet down in the chair's footrests. Fully settled into the chair, Olivia rolls herself to the sliding back door of the house. Think the table is about set. Now we really are just waiting on the others. Damien, has your friend texted you at all? Yeah, Liz said she'd be here about now. Oh, it's Liz? Nice. Liz is cute, too. She's bringing her uncle, too. Oh, snap. That's nice. I'll bust out the brewskis, then. In fact, Damien shields his eyes and looks up behind me. I turn, but at this angle, I can't see anything. Yeah, they're in the front yard. I'll go get them. Damien rushes through the back door into the house. A moment later, he emerges again as if to show off the new guests. Come on, don't make it weird. Hi, Liz. She's so cute. Look at her. She's far better. Hey, everyone. Oh, Inko, you're here. Yeah, I got roped in. Neat. Come on, Uncle Mike. Through here. Yeah, I got an uncle named Mike. Hey, now, I'm not that old. Giant figure lumbers through the doorway. That is not what I told him to get. Hey, Michael. I did not expect him to be related to Liz. I did not see, like, no, didn't expect that at all. Randy, how have you been? The two pat each other's backs and give firm handshakes. Doing good, doing good. How about yourself? What's with the ridiculous get up? Is it Mardi Gras? Haha, no, nothing like that. I've just been trying to relate a little bit more to the younger generation recently. It seems we're too different these days and all. Oh, come on, leave that stuff to the kids. Then he sees me. Huh? Mr. Ferris? You know him? Yeah, we've met. He takes the same train as me. He's been helping me out. Recommend I try this chain out. Liz jerks her head in the direction furiously. I'm gonna get it later. Oh God, really regretting the handshake now. Think he popped all of my bones at once. The food will be ready soon, Inko. Your turn on the grill. Oh, don't worry, kid. All you gotta do is keep an eye on the meat and make sure they don't catch on fire. Damien's father leaves after I nod. The rest two heading to where Damien, Vinny, and I just set the chairs and table. Turning to the grill with a grimace, I swallow my nerves and take out the tongs. It's really not that complicated, bro. It's really not that hard. Right, nothing to worry about. Okay, nothing bad so far. Hey ya! Hi, Liz! Ah! Oh! Sorry? Hi, Liz. What's going on? What are you doing here? Oh, everyone is talking about Randy's cooking, and I figured I'd see what's on the menu. What do you think I'm doing? Why on earth are you getting my uncle to dress like he's going to be in a music video? He asked for help. And you thought that was good help? Yeah, he just didn't do it right. Across from the yard, Vinny's jumping at the shiny object. Mr. Ferris caves and lends it to him. See? Problem solved. Ignoring Vinny now strutting around like a gangster. Oh, man. Whatever. What's actually cooking? I motion to the silver tongs and spread out on the grill. It's a lot of meat. Actually, aren't you a herbivore, Liz? I am, but I think Damien thought ahead for me. Wait, wasn't that the salad I brought? Hey, there you go. Turns out that was a good move after all. I knew he wouldn't forget about me like that. Anyway, is Olivia out here? She was just in the pool, decided to go inside. Liz's head is still for a moment as if she was in thought. Apparently it's a common thing with her. Yeah. I was hoping she'd stuck around for once. So, she does this often? Every time Damien's folks throw a party, she slips away to her room. I sometimes see her at the window. Her eyes motion me to turn and look at a particular window. I can't really see from this angle. Why would now be any different then? Liz shoots me a knowing look. What? Well, I figured she was opening up a little to you. I mean, it's a process. It takes time. And there's some things we really. I mean, there's hidden baggage here. There's gotta be. I mean, I guess. To some degree. Not like I have any frame of reference. At best, I kind of talk to Olivia now. There's... What? Did you just hiss at me? No. Then what? Oh God! Sitting around, I see something has caught on fire. Flame broiled. I grab whatever it is and the tongs and flail it around, hoping. I mean, don't you have a spray bottle for this? It's what my dad always had was a spray bottle, like just spray down the grill a little bit in case the flames got a little too wild, you know. Hoping to air it out. It works well enough, but it's pretty burnt. Oh, that one's a lost cause. I give the piece of charcoal a careful look, and yeah, it doesn't look edible in the least. But I put it to the side and turn back to Liz. Anyway, you better keep a closer eye on it, Inko. Anyway, what were you saying about Olivia opening up? Yeah, it's just strange, but also good. Certainly a bit surreal after all this time. Liz lets out a sigh and shrugs. Well, it's a shame, but it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to go catch up with the others. See you around. Liz returns to the rest of the gathering, leaving me alone with the grill once again. The burnt piece of meat aside, the rest of it is looking good. I'm still not exactly the best grill master. Yeah, you won't be if this is your first time on the grill. It takes time, bro. It takes time. It takes practice. It's something you learn by doing. Not like it matters too much, but to Damien's folks, whether the food's already cooked or not is purely an aesthetic matter. A couple more flips of the meat is brown, and the meat is brown and sizzling, which is good enough in my book to put them along with the other finished pieces. Think I'm about done with my shift. Damien's turn was next. He's going to be wrapping up these last few things. It doesn't take me long to spot him chatting with Liz, who's enraptured with whatever guaranteed high concept discussion they're having. Hey, Damien! Damien's frills things perk as... shit. Damien's frill things perk as he turns around to face me. Your turn on the grill. Alright, you got it, hombre. He waves to Liz and takes a firm hold of the spatula. Okay, time to get some more. He suddenly pauses as he falls upon the charred remains of the once juicy, savory piece of meat. He picks up the piece of meat and inspects it before chomping down on it with a single bite. Okay, I'll finish cooking the last pieces, Inky. If you'd be an awesome dude, can you start serving the others what's ready to chow on? So they can't fucking read this. I give Damien a nod and grab a tray of cooked meat. I take the tray over to the eagerly waiting crowd with all the care to be expected from someone surrounded by very hungry, meat-eating saurian. Upon seeing the platter of delectable and edible flesh, stop whatever they are doing and begin to gather around the table. And then I said, well, it's because you look like a student yourself, miss. Ha! That one's rich coming from you. Meat, 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 meat! Vinny's excited. He's just full of energy, isn't he? It's finally here, Vincent. Now remember your manners. Hopefully with my salad, too. Seems like everyone's having a pretty good time with their meal. They even eat the ones I cooked, though I can see Damien's little brother making slight faces of disgust. Still winds up chomping down the meat anyway. It takes time, Inko. Don't worry about it too much. All in all, I'm pretty satisfied with how my cooking turned out. I take a seat next to Damien and Liz and prepare my meal before I dig in. Gotta go with the tried and true ketchup and nothing more. I mean, I'd put cheese on mine. Just saying. Maybe some bacon. With my burger prepared, I go in for the first bite. Got to say, Damien's dad did a great job with this patty. So what do you think, Inko? I give the thumbs up and smile as best as I can with a mouthful. The elder dinosaur gives me a toothy, saucy, stained grin in return. I can see where Damien gets that toothy grin of his. Savoring the well-cooked meat patty and buns with each bite, I slowly lose myself to the party's mood. Oh, you're making me hungry, game. You're making me hungry. Although I feel more ancillary from it, seeing the adults lost in work talk while Damien and Liz are handling the excitable Vinny. Humming around a mouthful of burger, my eyes wander. The entire yard is smaller than mine, and there's a ton of toys scattered around the low-cut grass. Not too many plants either, just the grass and a couple of shrubs running alongside the fence. The word quaint comes to mind. Yeah, it looks pretty peaceful, to be honest. I kind of want to swim and hang out on the deck and eat and grill. Sounds like fun. Sounds like fun. Maybe intimate. I could picture kinds of events to happen back here. I shake my head, clearing my photographer's mind away. It's Damien's place, private property. I'd have to ask before I do anything camera related. I'm sure Damien and his parents probably wouldn't mind, but yes, do ask first. I'm thinking about it, though. I do have my camera securely stored in my backpack inside the home. I mean, you did go to school, so you did bring it with you. It makes sense because you're in a photography class. A part of me considers grabbing it. As I look back toward the house, I spy a certain someone at their window. Hi, Olivia. Olivia leers out across the yard. She's too far away to tell exactly what she's staring at. It must be her room then. Her gaze shifts a bit. I still can't see what she's looking at, but it's in my direction. Or Damien. He's sitting next to me. I carefully trace where her eyes are focused, leaning to the side and slowly coming to the plate of my hand. Checking back, her laser focus on something. I wonder. I slowly lift the plate up, and Olivia's head tilts upward with it. I lower it back down, and her head tilts downward. A part of me wants to test this further, except that'd be a real waste of food. Whatever illusion she has under is shattered by the shake of her head. I can hear Olivia's annoyed growl from here as she turns her snout up at me and returns to whatever it is she is doing. So she does want some. Why not come out? Well, I'm sure nobody would mind if I brought a plate in and left it. Besides, my fingers are sticky from all the finger food. To this point where they stick to my plate. It's actually kind of gross now. I remember why I avoid it normally. I mean, kind of comes with the territory of eating barbecue. But barbecue is delicious. So you eat it, wash your hands, you're good. Ungluing my finger from the plate, Damien's mother notices my plight. You can use the kitchen sink for that, Inko. Or the pool. Sticking my hand thoroughly marinated fingers into the pool? That just seems like a future issue for whatever has to clean it up later. Thank you, ma'am. I think I'll use the sink. Yeah, sticking your hands into the pool would be a little weird, right? Damien's already gotten up for thirds, so there's plenty. I load up a new paper plate with steak and whatever remains with the rib discreetly head inside. Thankfully, the sliding door is partly open just enough so that I can use my foot to push it the rest of the way open. There's a coffee table in the living room. That's as good of a place as any. And the kitchen is right there. I'll just rinse my hands off a bit. Making liberal use of the dish soap, I start scrubbing my hands thoroughly. While I feel the stickiness start to unstick itself, I look out the window. Damien's parents seem to focus on Vinny, but Damien is still shooting looks to the left. The hyperactive hybrid shoots up from his seat and disappears from view. Wonder where he... Woo! Splash! Damien got in the pool, didn't he? Dang, clothes still on and all. The kid was serious about washing his hands in the pool. Man, I could have gone for a dip myself. The AC in here makes a huge difference. I mean, yeah, you are outside. It's probably pretty warm. Must be 90 degrees out there today. That is fairly warm. It was warmer here today, where I live, but 90's pretty warm. I think it was 97 yesterday. I know that. It must be night. Oh, I already read that. There's plenty of soda, so I'm not in danger of dehydration at least. I mean, mix some water in. That'll do better for the dehydration thing than soda will. Just saying. Jeez, I'm only now noticing just how warm I still am from stepping inside. I'm surprised there's no steam rising up from me. Taking off the jacket would help, buddy. Look a little red too. Good thing I didn't bring any sunscreen. Crap. You're gonna regret that later. It's not that bad yet. Maybe the paints have some sunscreen around. No, they're reptiles. They wouldn't have any. Maybe I'll just have to deal with it. My ankles start hurting from being wrung too much. The smell isn't gone yet, though. Sigh. Anyway, should be clean enough to... Both of us froze, still locked in a staring contest. The steak shoved in her mouth, she stares like a deer caught in headlights. She spits the steak back on the plate in her lap and grips the sides of her sleeves. It takes me a moment to collect myself to muster up some conversation. Yeah, your delivery came in. Want a soda with that? The joke goes unlaughed at. I tried. May as well. Hmm? Need to get to the fridge. Oh, sorry? I step to the side and give Olivia enough space. She rolls herself over to the fridge and opens up and rummages through. We exchange a few awkward glances. At this point, it's palpable in the air. So, what are you doing? Getting a soda. Kids taking your spot in the swimming pool. That's fine. I'm gonna go crash in my room. There's still a party going on outside? I'm busy with art stuff. Stuffing the soda can into her coat pocket, Olivia redirects herself and, with a flick of her tail, closes the fridge shut. Oh, she's so cute! What about the party? What about it? It's still going on. And, look, I've got stuff to work on. Even though it's a holiday, seems like the perfect time to get together with the family and friends, and I'm not their family, if you haven't noticed. I'm not going to be over here for much longer. That's a new look from her. Was it because of what I said? Olivia? What? There's a couple of different things dancing atop my tongue that I wish to say. Some would be too intrusive, especially after what she's just said. One, however, sticks out the most, especially after she brought up working on it. So I genuinely want to see Olivia's process. Would you, mind some company? What? Seems pretty empty in the house to be by your lonesome, so maybe it'd be nice to hang out. Plus, I've been wanting to see your art for a while, especially after I recall the freshman piece that's displayed right next to the principal's office. I'll even show you some of my stuff. I have a portfolio drive in my backpack, after all. I have to hold back my laugh as a silly, strangled noise of surprise and confusion escapes her mouth. Is that okay then? No, it's just... I don't want anyone else in my room. And how about the living room? I motion to a well-loved couch nearby. She hums in thought for a moment. Are you really that interested? Yes. I've been wanting to see your works ever since I found out that Cityscape piece in the gala was yours. Olivia clutches her hands tightly. Okay, fine. If you're so interested, you can watch. She wheels herself back toward the shut door. Need to get my stuff set up first, though. Sure, I'll be here on the couch. I kind of feel bad for missing out on the party, but I doubt I'll ever get a chance to like this. Olivia returns with a small easel already set up with half-finished painting. She takes a moment to shift herself in her wheelchair and ends up on the couch next to me. She's pretty close to me. I can feel her thighs barely brush against mine, but I'll try to pay it no mind. The painting looks like a bust of a nondescript dino guy, although with how vibrant these guys are, it could easily be a portrait of someone specific. This isn't that good. She rips the page off and crumples it in her hands. Starting over then? Don't interrupt. She takes a deep breath. The paintbrush nears the canvas slowly and gracefully, although it's clear her nerves are getting to her. Okay. Wait. Olivia looks down for a moment before she jerks her head back up, her face gaining a reddish hue. Dude, why do you scooch so close to me? I didn't. You're the one that sat next to me. Oh. She looks away for a moment, realizing how over the top her reaction was. Olivia then does a double take at me, her brows furrowing. What's wrong with your skin? I was born like this. Shut up, that's not... You know what? Yes, it is. But I mean, it's red. Oh, yeah. I think I'm sunburned. As I look over the red splotches on my arm, Olivia raises a hand and touches it. Ow! Why? Jeez, that really hurts? Yeah, it does. I didn't think to get sunscreen on the way over. I mean, look how pasty you are. You gotta remember the sunscreen, bro. Otherwise, you're going to burn. There wouldn't happen to be any right here. Point taken. But there's some of those spiky plants outside. Aloe something, I think. Just snap a leaf off and Mrs. Payne won't care, probably. Think I've heard something about that plant before, yeah. Alright, I guess I'll give it a shot. I get up and head back out the front door. Lo and behold, there were in fact a number of those spiky plants around. I walk up to the nearest one and carefully grab a leaf in a spot with dull spikes. It bends and snaps off easily. Man, this looks good enough to eat, but probably tastes awful. Yeah, I can't imagine aloe vera plants taste particularly good. I mean, I've never eaten one, but I also don't want to. It's really good for curing sunburnt skin. Well, I don't know about curing, but it certainly soothes. Back inside, Olivia started painting again. She gazes intently at the page. And the plate of food I brought in had been cleaned. Olivia had one last rib in her mouth. Like a cigarette, it waggles up and down between her teeth. Then she sees me. She crunches the bone into and swallows the last of it whole. I bring up the aloe leaf. This it? She nods and extends a hand and grabs it. I hand her the thick leaf and she extends a single claw. Once she catches the edge of the skin, she makes a quick work peeling the husk off. You do that often? Not me. Sophia uses it a lot to make smoothies for the family and healing salves for Vinny. They're real pretty too. Olivia blinks, coughs, and grimaces. To paint, I mean. Natural homemade healing recipes, huh? Gonna have to ask for that later. Could come in handy down the line. I moved to remove my jacket so the aloe can be applied properly. Why would you, if it's 90 degrees outside, why were you wearing your jacket in the first place? Just saying. No. Uh, no need to remove your jacket. Just roll your sleeve up and put the jelly on your neck. She hands me the now exposed aloe jelly, all the while doing her best to not lock eyes with me. After rolling up my sleeve, I scoop up a dollop of the opaque substance. This feeling of relief hits me the moment I spread it across my neck. Man, this feels good. Yeah, seriously, that if you've never put aloe, like you put aloe on a sunburn, you know. You know. I start applying more across my nose and cheeks, and most importantly, the top of my head. As I do, I watch Olivia continue her painting, taking extra attention to her brush strokes. The way she moves it down the canvas with such smooth gentleness shows her level of concentration. Not to rush her, not to rush, but also not too rushed, but also not overly focused on the art either. Using the last of the aloe to cover my arms, I'm fully covered in rudimentary remedy. I take a second to throw the husks away in the kitchen trash, catching a glimpse of the party outside. Everyone looks like they're having a good time out there, except for Mrs. Sophia, who's currently trying to chase a very soaked Vinny with a towel. Excuse me. Back on the couch, Olivia's painting is starting to take a more defined shape. Unlike the cityscape piece, however, it looks more organic. She continues painting in silence, occasionally doing a quick glance at me to see if I'm still watching. I don't want to poke at Olivia for no reason, but this might be my only chance to ask. Hey, Olivia. Mm-hmm. Your family, the Paynes, they seem like a lively bunch. What's that supposed to mean? Like, I knew Damien was eccentric, but I can see he gets it from the rest of his family. First of all, the Paynes are my godparents. Secondly, yeah, they are. So, how long have you known them for? Olivia pauses for a moment mid-brushstroke, but then continues. Practically my whole life. Damien and I have known each other since we were carpet crocs. His parents have known my dad since, well, forever. Since before we were even neighbors. Ah, friends of the family? Pretty much. The whole reason why I'm living with them. Her muzzle clamps shut. Forget what I just said. The words were spoken with a tone tinged bitter with something. A tone I felt familiar with whenever my own family is brought up. So there's something sad going on there. Sure. The only sounds left now are her brush strokes on the canvas. My focus turns back to the blotchy red and pale acrylic oil slowly forming across the white expanse. Occasionally, Olivia's gray eyes would glance my way before going back to work. Compared to the more rapid pace of the time lapse art video I had viewed, she was more deliberate with each of her movements. I mean, she would be, wouldn't she? Pretty obvious since most of those were done digitally, another thing I'd not considered. Still, staring at the painting in progress itself, there's something uncanny about it. It's now formed, definitely looking like something. Cupping my chin with one hand in contemplation, I use the other to try out the peachy pale, vibrant red colors. Try and trace out the peachy pale and vibrant red colors. Olivia looks back at me again, and the glint of something shines through her eyes. Hold that pose now. Hey, how long have you been using me as a layman doll? Her hands fail to cover up the snort that comes from her nose, followed by a gremlin-like cackle. Consider it the price to see my process. I want a refund. Nope. Looking again, it's slowly becoming an oil bust of my burnt face. Like looking into a mirror, huh? Can you at least get my good angle? Nope. Turning back to the mural du melanoma, Olivia starts adding a blotch of cream to my head. She's so cute. A sigh escapes my lips. Hey, I said stay still. Why? I'm not that red. Another high-pitched giggle comes out of Olivia. It's called artistic license. She's so cute! I love her so much! Well, it needs to be renewed. Despite being the butt of her joke, I feel myself smiling. She means no harm by it. Must be the new sounds from her. It's the first time I think I've seen her happy outside of Mr. Idekin's class. And yeah, that laugh of hers is kind of infectious. The silence returns, though the mood feels much lighter now, which is good. I feel so stiff right now. I don't know how long I've been holding this pose, but if I had to guess, the sunlight filtering into the house, it's at least been an hour. Mural de Melanoma was almost done and was staring back at me with more intense eyes. Olivia's attention was left on one final detail. The hand holding my chin. I'm thankful she's finished the sunglasses first because the reflective light and the sliding back door have been searing my retina. Olivia? Hush. She turns her head and focuses on the hand held by my ear. Pupils moving rapidly to try to take in every last detail. Her fingers twitch as her hands hover over the painted hand. Her eyes are now shifting between my hand and my eyes. Her hand is now quaking and growing redness suffuse her face. The more she looks toward my eyes, the more her arm shakes and her face brightens. Finally, she turns away from me entirely, bringing both of her arms with her and away from me and the canvas. Okay. Okay. Her cheek puffs out an exhale of her held breath. Okay. Finally, she turns her cherry red face to the canvas and inspects the near complete portrait. I'll come back to this later. Can I... Yeah, you can drop your hands now. Finally. I lay back on the couch, feeling my spinal cord pop in rapid succession. I said, your hand. Can't attempt to stretch my arm out in front of me. And because of my stiffened muscles, my forearm is pulled back toward my face. I repeat this motion several times, the movement helping to ease the muscle until finally my arm doesn't feel spring-loaded. While I was busy trying to fix my arm, Olivia was packing up the canvas. That's about it. You can go join the others or whatever. She drags the canvas and easel and acrylic tubes back to her room. I wonder if she'll keep that one. And I wonder if she'll stay in her room again. We've been inside for a while. I don't think anyone outside noticed we've been gone. Vinny and Damien seem to have accepted that Olivia would stay inside. But, wait. I caught her a bit off guard. I'm sure it does, Robert. I'm sure it does. Convince Olivia why her family needs her out there. Invite Olivia to join you back outside. Okay, let's invite her to join back outside. I'm going back outside. It would be rude of me to leave without saying bye, at least. She looks at me quizzically. Sure. But I think I'll be staying until the end. That's probably been the best day I've had since I moved here. My first real friends in a long while. I'm glad I've been invited. She's not leaving, but she's scanning me suspiciously. Damien's been a great friend, and his folks have really been nice to me. Better than my own parents, even. You're lucky to have them, I think. I guess. Good for you. Have fun with it. I really need to. I think you should come along. She freezes. What? Her eyes widen. Some of the color leaves her face. No, I can't. Why not? Mr. and Mrs. Payne, they already had Vincent and Damien to worry about right now, and they're hosting all the guests. They've got plenty to deal with already. I'm not worth accommodations. Just leave it. Let them be normal. Even then, it's like I said, I don't have much time left. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Olivia? There's a little overly hard. That's a little overly harsh. And it was every argument she had. They're the kind of arguments that come from desperation and guilt to convince herself it's for her own good. Maybe it's a little presumptuous, but that's the least, But that's at least the sort of thoughts I've had reading notes from my parents, allotting me resources like I'm just an anthropomorphized mouth. Certainly doesn't seem like I'm worth it to them sometimes. But they're your godparents, right? They're helping your folks, yeah, but they chose to have you here because they want to let you be normal. That doesn't, a normal part of their family, I mean. I don't mean they'd have you here. I don't think they'd have you here if they didn't want that. Oh, please go and tell me more about my own family. Her voice is sardonic. She's not even making eye contact with me anymore, but she's listening intently. This is all stuff she knows already. But you're absolutely right about one thing. You don't have much time left. Neither do I, honestly, even if it's mostly because of moving. What does she mean by she doesn't have much time left? What do you mean by that, Olivia? You know what they say about rolling stones gathering no moss? In that way, we're in the same boat. Give it a shot. There's some perfectly good moss right out there. Okay. I'll try it with you. Oh, oh, I got a point for Olivia. Cool. That analogy was pretty dumb, but you're right. I honestly don't know. I don't know what she means when she says she doesn't have long. The back door squeaks open. Even with sunglasses, I notice the sudden brightness. I step out and stretch my back, working out the last bit of stiffness from my shoulders. Olivia still waits at the threshold of the door. What are you waiting for? A curtain call? With a grin, I draw the sliding door wider with a beck and wave, attempting to usher Olivia as if I were her personal attendant. Cut that out. Don't make it weird. Despite her words, her tone is more humored than annoyed with me. Relaxed, nobody was even looking. But it looks like there's definitely no more food left. About right. As Olivia rolls down the wooden ramp, I hadn't noticed we catch Damien on the bottom step. Olivia? At the table, heads turned toward us, looks of surprise etched into their faces of most of them. Instead of answering them verbally, Olivia's hand comes up in a nervous wave. She's so cute! The rest of the party resumes their prior discussion, although maybe a bit livelier than before. Hey, cool to see you out here again. Yeah, Damien, where are you all the way over here for? I can't stand to be by Liz's uncle when he's eating. He's got those fibrous teeth, ugh, like blue whales have. Yeah, freaks me out. His dentist must make a fortune. Yeah. Hey, Olivia, what are you doing back out here? You forget something? No, I just thought it'd be good to enjoy the weather a little while it lasts. Damien parks up with his frills undulating. The proper name is... I don't know what you are referring to. Robert. No, Damien, stop that. Olivia quivers at Damien's grin, grows wider, and the frills start moving forward. Ew, stop it. Even I'm getting unnerved by how those things move. Damien! Sorry, you know these things have a mind of their own. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay, I'm with you now. Finally, those weird flaps. Dude, you were just complaining about Mr. Ferris's teeth. At least he could see his mouth shut. Hey, I could always wear a beanie. No, you can't. Remember the last time you tried? Both Damien and Olivia share a laugh over some event they're privy to. When they finish, Damien asks the $1,000,000 question. So, are you going to join in, or... She turns her head my way, and I give her a supportive thumbs up. Yeah. Damien finally stands from the step, and we all start heading for the table. Each party goer greets us as we approach. The loudest from... Of course, Vinny! Of course, Vinny! Livy! Hey! You finally came out to play again. The rambunctious boy hoots and hollers as he bounces in circles around her. He really seems to like her. Olivia hurls her arms and looks aside in my direction, feeling stares from the table. I give her a reassuring thumbs up. Actually, this is perfect. Thank you, Vinny. This is something Olivia is able to give when she's so worried about just taking. I hope she goes for it. I'm a little tired, Vinny. What? No, come on, Livy. You promised we'd play today. Just like old times. Please. Oh, alright, you win. Oh, she's so cute. I did promise. You want to play cannon then? Yeah, cannon. Alright then, ready. Round loaded. Fire! Oh god, this was a bad idea. Randy. Relax, so Vinny's still young. Michael, Vinny, be careful. I'm okay, Mom. Whew. You've gotten stronger, Olivia. No, shut up. Anyway, can we do it again, Livy? Olivia smiles and pats his head. It's weird seeing it, but she readies Vincent for another launch. The Gator girl has a bright, toothy smile, and I never thought she had. But stumbling over my words there. Oh. She's so good. Hi, Liz. Mr. Payne? Alright, I get it. Vincent. Yeah, Dad? No more cannon today. Olivia and Vincent have a disappointed look. Oh, she's enjoying it too. Oh, she's so cute. Now, there's a lot more things two can do. Vincent perks up immediately, rushes off. Oh, I know. Olivia turns back to the rest of the group with an uneasy smile. Mrs. Payne steps forward, her hands held up and wavering. Olivia? Hi, Auntie. Miss Payne and her husband approach, both with nervous smiles. When she speaks, it's with certain restraint, holding her excitement back, as though worried it would show. If it showed too much, she'd change her mind and go back in. I didn't miss much, right? I'm glad you came out, dear. Oh, she's so cute. The older woman kneels in front of her and wraps her arms around Olivia. Oh, it's been too long, little Ace. Randy's hand ruffles her hair while his other arm encircles both Olivia and Sophie, while Olivia does her best to avoid his palm. I can see the tiny smiles on her face. Time seems to pick up speed after Olivia came out. Damien and her father returned to the grill, managing to prep and cook a final serving of meat goodness for an early dinner. I decided I could go for seconds and get a few scraps of what, this and that. I nearly drop my food when I get a rough pat on the shoulder from behind. It's Mr. Payne. He looks down at me with a thankful smile. Mrs. Payne and Mr. Ferris had continued their conversation till Mr. Ferris' throat ran dry, and the rest of us had content with the hyperactive child with an armory of foam dart guns. I felt bad for Liz. She's become a one-woman shooting gallery for the boy. And Olivia. And me. And Damien, but at least he looked apologetic about it. But now things are winding down. The food is officially all gone. Everyone is exhausted physically and mentally, and yet thoroughly satisfied emotionally. Olivia pads by me, having returned to the pool to cool down and stretch out. Oh, she's so cute! Oh, she's so cute! There was just one last thing to really cap this off. Okay, everyone. I hollered to everyone currently on the deck and grouped up nicely. Look at Liz with her long neck. Grouped up nicely for me. Looking through the viewfinder of my propped up camera, I adjust the focus to ensure everyone is captured perfectly in the shot. Alright, on 3, give me your biggest smiles. 1. Wait. Olivia turns from the camera looking toward Damien. With a grin, Damien waves for me. Dude, you gotta be in this too. There's a nod and everyone agrees there's a nod and words of agreement from everyone. Well, it's been a while since I've used the mode, so why not? Setting the time delay along with sports mode, I'm sure with 10 rapid succession shots, at least one of them will be perfect. And I can always hope to do some post-production on it too. Ensuring that the focus is still fine, I click the shutter and keep the count in mind. 30, 29, 28. By 13, I'm settled in next to Damien and above Olivia. Oh, she's so cute. All right, 9, 8, 7. I feel something grab around my ankle and press back again. Press back my against my back on 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah! My camera flashes 10 times as I'm pushed over by Damien and pulled into the pool by Olivia. September 25th. Yeah, I think we're going to stop here. My throat's beginning to get a little sore and I'm getting pretty hungry. So I'm going to save here for now. I might come back and do something else later, probably more Black Mesa. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Thank you for everyone that tuned in and watched me stream this. I'm really, really liking this. I really, really am. I'm loving the characters. I'm loving the world building and everything. And God, she's so freaking cute. And anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'll call the stream here and go get myself something to eat. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye, everybody.